Hi guys, it's Amy here and today I bring you my February book haul. So since my last book haul, I have had a few books sent to me from publishers and I've bought a few for myself, so I'm looking forward to showing you those. I think at the moment I've been reading about the same amount as I've been buying, so my TBR isn't actually going anywhere, but that doesn't really bother me. I don't really care how many books I have on my TBR. I think at the moment it's around 130 books maybe, so let's just see what I've been buying recently. I'll start with a couple of books that I've been sent from publishers, and the first one is Riverkeep by Martin Stewart. This was an unsolicited copy sent from Penguin. On the front here it says Neil Gaiman, The Wizard of Oz, Patrick Ness, Philip Pullman, Moby Dick, Charles Dickens. I'm assuming that is what these books are kind of like. I don't really know a lot about this one as I didn't know it was coming, but it appears to be a YA novel set around a young boy who fishes corpses out of treacherous waters, so sounds like it could be interesting. I'm not sure when I'll get around to reading it though. The next one I have here is Eleanor by Jason Gurley. This one was sent over from HarperCollins and they contacted me about it and I said that I'd be happy to review it. This again is another YA novel set around a young girl named Eleanor, and it goes through various points in her life until the story kind of sticks with her at 14 after various kind of awful things have happened to her. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this one's all about, and I love the cover of it. This is absolutely gorgeous. So the next one I actually picked up on a recommendation from you guys. I asked in my Classics TBR video for the year which Jane Austen novel you think I should read next, and the majority, it was between Emma and Northanger Abbey, and I decided to go for Northanger Abbey. I'm hoping to get around to this one in March, so hopefully if I do enjoy this one, maybe I will pick up Emma as well. I decided to go away from the Penguin English Library editions and pick up this vintage classic edition because I think they're beautiful and I really want to start collecting these ones, as I have the Bronte sisters novels version of these as well. Next I have a book that I had on my wishlist for a really long time and I was waiting for it to come out in paperback because I much prefer reading books in paperback rather than hardback, and it is The Story of Alice by Robert Douglas-Fairhurst. This is a biography of Lewis Carroll and Alice in Wonderland and how it all came about, what was happening in his life and how it all came to be, really. I really love Alice in Wonderland. It's one of my favourite children's classics, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what this one holds. I absolutely adore the cover. I don't know if you can see, but all these little stars here are little gold flecked and it's just wonderful. I'm really looking forward to picking this one up. Next we have another one that was on my wish list for a really long time, and it is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Recently I've been reading Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, which is another kind of epic fantasy novel, and I really do enjoy reading fantasy, but I just don't pick it up enough, and I've heard so many good things about this one. People talk about it on BookTube all the time, so I think it's probably as good as they are saying it is. So I'll probably pick this one up after I finish the first trilogy of the Robin Hobb books that I'm reading at the moment. I'm on the second one, so hopefully I'll be finishing that soon, and then I can dive into this one. Next I have a few books that I picked up on the recommendation of Mercedes at Mercy's Bookish Musings. I'll link her channel down below. The first two I picked up because I saw them mentioned in her 2015 favourites video. The first one is By Like We Knew Our Names by Valente. I will be talking about this one in my February wrap up as I've already read it, and it's a collection of short stories. Absolutely wonderful. I really loved it, and I think it's actually my first collection of short stories that I've ever read, and it was just phenomenal, so wait to hear about it more in my February wrap up. The next one I picked up was The Long Way to a Small and Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. Basically follows the story of a girl who joins a spaceship who are on the way to a planet to be able to build a hyperspace tunnel. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think it focuses a lot on the relationships that the girl has on the spaceship. I haven't read it yet, so I will give you my full thoughts once I've finished it. And the final one I picked up on Mercedes' recommendation is St. Lucy's Home for Girls Raised by Wolves by Karen Russell. This is another collection of short stories. Last weekend I went to a BookTube meetup up in London, and it was so nice to meet Mercedes for the first time, and a whole bunch of other amazing women as well. But I've been subscribed to Mercedes' channel for like 3 years, I think, since we both started, so it was really great to meet her, and she recommended this one. She said it was one of her favourite short story collections, and she reckoned because I enjoyed the Valente one that I will definitely enjoy this one as well, so I'm looking forward to picking this one up in March. Only 3 books left, we're nearly there. The next one I picked up on the recommendation of the lovely Jen Campbell, and it is Some 40 Tales from the Afterlives by David Eagleman. I saw Jen mention this in one of her videos and it sounded like something I would really enjoy. I think she was also encouraging people to buy it whilst we were in London, so I think I will definitely pick this one up soon. It is a tiny little book, so I think it won't take long to read. As with all of these books, I will let you know what I think once I have read them. The penultimate book I have to show you is Hangsman by Shirley Jackson. I read We Have Always Lived in the Castle in December last year, and it went into my favourites of the year. I really enjoyed it, so I decided to pick up The Haunting of Hill House this month. I didn't enjoy that one quite as much, which was a shame, but I decided I wouldn't be deterred and I wanted to pick up something else from Shirley Jackson, so I decided to go for this one. This one follows the story of a young girl who is having a bit of an identity crisis. I don't really know much more than that. It just sounded quite interesting when I was reading about it online, so I decided to pick it up. We made it to the end. The final book that I decided to pick up this month month was Rat Queens Volume 2. I read Volume 1 I think last year, and I think it was actually one of my favourite graphic novels of the year, so I'm really looking forward to picking up this one and seeing where the story goes. I was just about to show you some of the art of this book, and I flicked it open and there's a bookmark inside and a naked woman, so I'm not going to show you that page. No nakedness on this page. Hopefully you can see the way that it is done. It's not too shiny. It's definitely one of my favourite art styles that I've read in a graphic novel so far, so I will let you know what I think when I've read it. There we are, those are the books that I've acquired in the last month. Let me know what books you reckon I should pick up really, really soon. Let me know what you've been buying. As always, I will leave links to Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, everything I've mentioned today down below. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Bye! If you like books that are about books, then this is probably one for you as well, because the whole kind of plot of the story centres around this mysterious author